Let's show how to grab the Terraform binary for Linux so that we can run Terraform on our Linux system. Right now I'm in the web browser and I'm at releases.hashicorp.com, and you can see that they have the releases for all their software here in binary form. And we can go a little further here by adding Terraform on here and filter these out for just Terraform. And you'll see that all the versions, the entire version history is here for Terraform. I want to get the latest current version, and as of the recording of this video, that is Terraform 1.4.6. When we click on this, we'll see all of the different platforms that Terraform has been built for. You've got macOS, FreeBSD, Linux, Windows, and so on. So we want to grab one of these, but you got to get the right one. Now I'm running Debian Linux in a virtual machine, so the one that I need is Linux and AMD 64 because that's my hardware platform. But as you can see, they have binaries for different OSs and different hardware platforms. Now you have some options here. We could just click on the link and it'll start downloading it, or we could right-click it and go to Copy Link, and then paste that wherever we want. So for example, we could paste this into the terminal or into a script if we're doing some type of scripted installation. So I'm going to jump to the terminal now. And it's usually a good idea to make some type of temporary directory work in a temporary directory. So I'm going to make one now called temp and switch over to that now. And so what I want to do is I want to download that file right to this directory in the terminal. A couple options. We could use the wget command and paste in that link, and that's the entire link right there that I just pasted in. And in fact, I'm going to do that. So we'll press enter, and that grabs that file. If we take a look in here now, we will see that we have that zip file. So it's a zipped version of the binary. We'll have to unzip that in a minute. But we just use the wget command, and that's fine. That usually works just perfect. But you could also use the curl command. We could do something like curl-L-O and then specify where we want to curl that to. We could say right here with a dot and then paste in that link. And that's fine also. I use the curl command a lot within scripts, but in that case, I'll usually do it with curl-Lo and -S for silence so that the script doesn't actually write anything to standard out. So more often you'd use curl with scripts, but you could use that in the terminal as well. Doesn't really matter. We've got the file. We did it with wget. So we're in good shape. Now I want to grab another file here because it's always a good idea to verify the checksum of the file that we downloaded before we unzip it, before we use it. And so back at releases.hashicorp.com, you'll see that they have a SHA-256 sums file. So I'm going to grab that also. We'll copy that link, go back here, do a wget, paste that in, and grab that file as well. So now we have two files. We have the zip and we have the SHA-256 sums. So we can verify the checksum of our file before we go any further. We want to make sure that the checksums match just in case we went to some weird site or got this thing from some unknown source. Use the checksum. So I'm going to run the cat command on that checksum file that I just downloaded. And that is this. Press enter, and you'll see a lot of information. I'm going to make that smaller here. And there's a checksum number for each download. This is the one that I'm interested in, Linux AMD 64. So this is the checksum that I want to match against the file. And it ends in D53B. So let's take a look at that file. Now again, we have the zip file here, and we can check that with the SHA-256 sum command. So we'll do a SHA-256 sum on the file in question, which is this. Press enter. That shows the file name and it shows the checksum. Here's the last 4 characters, D53B, and that indeed is the same as this. Okay, so you want to make sure those checksums match. I didn't check the entire code, but I believe they do match. So you want to make sure. If they don't, you would not want to use the file and you'd want to delete it and report it if necessary. You'd need to investigate further as to why the checksums don't match. But if you are indeed downloading from releases.hashicorp.com, it should be good, but always a good idea to check. Okay, so next step here, I'm going to rename the zip file. And to do that, we'll use the move command. And we'll grab that zip file. And we'll just rename that to terraform.zip. This will be easier to work with. And now we want to unzip it and decompress it. So we'll do that with the unzip command, terraform.zip. Press enter. It inflates that. Okay, at this point, we need to move the unzipped file. So right here in the temp directory, what do we see? We see the terraform.zip, we see the SHA-256 sums, and we see the actual Terraform unzipped file, the actual binary that we can use. It's green and it's ready to be used right now, but we need to move it to our binaries directory first. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a move on Terraform, and we're going to move that to /usr/bin. And we'll press enter. Oh, first we have to do sudo for this because this requires administrative privileges. So we'll do that, press enter, and that should have moved it over. At this point, it is not here anymore. It's over in the /usr/bin directory. And at this point, we should be able to run the Terraform command. So if we do Terraform version, press enter, it says Terraform version 1.4.6. We're good to go. It is in this binaries directory, and we're ready to rock. And we can use Terraform for whatever we need to do. So the binary is quite often a way to do this, a way to grab the program, and you can grab whatever version you want. Part of the beauty of this is you can have your system automatically grab it and install it. You could do this within scripts so that it installs Terraform on a system somewhere else, maybe on the cloud or one of your workstations or who knows what. But it grabs that binary automatically from the internet, from releases.hashicorp.com. So that's one of the reasons we would use that wget command, or better yet, the curl command in some manner similar to this. So that's about it. We've got Terraform installed from binary, and that's it for this video.